receive it. If you think it and believe it, and you speak it. If you think it and believe it, and decree it. Power mouth.
Hey Power Mouths, this is your personal life speaker, Glenna Oyajo, host of Power Mouth, your motivational platform that believes in speaking life to enrich life. I'm a wife, a mother, the daughter of the Most High. I'm also a life coach, motivational speaker, aka life speaker, as well as an author of self-help motivational books that are purposed to progress anyone who is committed to change. I am a top graduate in international business studies and a first-class encourager to all who needs encouragement. I am Power Mouth. Welcome, Power Mouths. This is your host, Glenna Oyajo. You're back with me again for episode 2. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's topic. Okay, before I go into today's topic, are you well? I hope that you are extremely well. Okay, I hope that you are feeling absolutely blessed. And if you aren't feeling quite so blessed right now, I am praying that this podcast, episode number 2, is going to bless you. Okay, so the topic for today is living off people's opinions. Now, for those who follow me, you may, on the social, follow Christ first. Yeah, okay. But if you follow me on the social media platforms, you may have heard me speaking about other people's opinions. In fact, I wrote a book with the title, Girl, Who Told You That? You have to say it with attitude, okay? And the subtitle was It Really Doesn't Matter. And that book was speaking about other people's opinions and how it can affect our lives. Now, I know I tailored the book to the ladies, to the queens, but this goes for everyone. How many people have or are still living their lives based on the opinions. And I'm not talking about good opinions, because good opinions are great. Good opinions are, in a way, encouragement, okay? Hopefully it's the right encouragement. I'm talking about the negative opinions of people that are sown into our lives from an early age, that seed that is sown into our lives. And sometimes we can take it, for a joke, especially if you're familiar to a person. But, when it is constantly said over and over again, it can affect a person's life, So whether you are opinionated about somebody's weight, or about the shade of their skin color, or the density of their hair, or whatever it is, or their name, or the way they speak, it creates it can create problems for that person having that self-confidence for themselves. I remember being, when I was younger, my mum has always said that I was born with a full set of teeth. She always jokes, and she says that lovingly, okay? She says that lovingly. She's just trying to express that, my teeth, they are big. They are big, but she loves me through and through, okay? I know that. When I go to school now, everyone else don't have the same love as my mummy has for me, and so they would, I would get teased about my teeth, how big my front teeth were, and I didn't quite realize how conscious it was making me feel. But I noticed, actually somebody pointed out to me after a time, why do you always cover your mouth when you laugh, when you smile? And I'm a person that back in that day and now, but back then, I would laugh a lot, joke a lot with my friends or whatever. And every time I would laugh, then my hands would come up over my mouth to hide my laugh, or to hide my smile, to hide my teeth. I'm just doing it now in case that sounded a bit muffled, but I was just reenacting what I used to do. And when this girl said this, my friend said this, I thought, my goodness, I actually really do cover my mouth. And I made it a thing that I would, if I remembered, I would not cover my mouth. And I thank God that, I was able to think like that, because over the years following that, I really didn't start to like myself due to many other stuffs. And you can read that, in various bits and things in my books. But it's funny how somebody has an opinion and it can make us feel self-conscious when, as an adult, people always comment on my smile and on my teeth, and say, oh, you got lovely teeth, lovely smile. Now, I still feel like I need work to be done on my teeth, I've been trying to get a little help on that side, but I appreciate my teeth. I appreciate the fullness of my teeth. When I smile, I have a big beaming smile, and it's better to have a smile than no smile. And also, God is good because he knows how he creates us. My teeth may have, be looked bigger than, on my smaller frame or my smaller 11-year-old face. However old I was, I think it was about that age. But, as I've grown older, my face has really captured my teeth. So boo-hoo to those who would say anything about my teeth, actually, because I get more compliments than I ever did get those negative opinions of other people. Right, so that's enough about me. I'm just giving that example to show you that, the comments, the opinions of other people can affect us. And that wasn't the only comment that had affected me throughout my life. Now, I'm sure that, many of us have had various comments, opinions that have been said to us. And sometimes we don't even realize that we're not doing or going further than we really can go in the opportunities that come before us, because we are living on the opinions of other people. I mean, this is serious. This is really serious, Somebody's opinion, the thing that somebody says, can actually stop us from being a speaker, from being a presenter, from being a writer, from being a sports person, from whatever it is that we have a gift at, that we have a gift in doing. Their opinions, if it is soaked into us, if it is embedded in us, and if we constantly think about it, now I don't mean like, day in, day, it's just there subconsciously, it's just there. It's just there. It appears when it's ready to appear, when there's an opportunity, a great opportunity waiting for us. And then we zone into those comments that we used to hear, and then we stop our progress steps. Now, you know that I'm all about progress. So I always try to kind of address these kind of things, the things that will stop somebody from progressing. And again, I will say, I don't talk about really anything much that I haven't really been through myself, or haven't had an experience with through myself or somebody, a close relative or anything, This one with the opinions of others, this is a personal thing for me. So I guess this is why I'm quite passionate about it. But what do you do if you realize that you are living your life based on what people have said to you? And, it's not just the children at school. It could be from your own parents. It could be from a husband or wife, a lover, whatever. It could be from whoever. Opinion is an opinion, especially a negative one. And for some reason, we get told great things about ourselves, and we accept it. Well, some people accept it in that moment, but then we forget it so soon. But when somebody comes with a negative opinion, we accept it. And hopefully some people don't accept it, because we shouldn't accept it. But if it is accepted, then it stays. It stays with us, and we remember the negative more than the positive things that anybody could say. So somebody could come with 2 negative things to say about us, and it doesn't compare to the 200 positive, wonderful things that have been said about us in our lives. Isn't that strange? Isn't that funny? No, it's not funny. It really isn't funny. In fact, it's quite heartbreaking when somebody doesn't walk in their fullness because they are tuned in to the negative vibration of that person or the words of that person. It really is. It is heartbreaking. So, I always want to encourage each and every one of us, because I love to encourage myself as well. It's important to encourage yourself, So I encourage myself when I speak to you all, when I speak to you power mouths, I am power mouth. So I need to encourage myself as well. So, even as we go through our journey and we going in and doing new things, you're going to get opinions from other people. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. But I believe you're in a stronger position when you are on that journey, rather than you haven't even started it. You've actually been halted by the words of another that you haven't even begun. You haven't even started what you are meant to start, and that is something that you have to get over. That's a hurdle that you have to get over, and you really have to trust and believe in yourself that, what, I'm pushing back what this person said to me, and I'm going forth. Sometimes you got to say, even if somebody laughs at me, I don't care. I only have one life. I am going forward. There's one life I have to live, because I'm telling you, when we're gone, then what? That person will find somebody else to make an opinion about, That's how deep it is. That's how deep it is. And that's how, sometimes shallow those negative opinions are as well. But then we find ourselves swimming in the deep of those shallow comments. We're swimming in the deep end of it, like almost drowning in it, So I'm encouraging each and every one of us that, if we have been affected by these negative opinions, okay, there has to be a personal decision that is made that you will not stay within that limited space, okay, that you will not be the host for those limiting thoughts because of the opinions of other people. What I respect so much is when I see like somebody that has done extremely well, like within their, their career, their business and everything. They've done extremely well. And they don't look like the quote unquote stereotypical person that, the world would perceive as beautiful, because the world by its standards, it would have us looking like, I don't even know, when each and every one of us is absolutely magnificently beautiful. It doesn't matter your shade, your skin tone, your shape, your weight, whatever, your hair, you're beautiful, you're unique. But to the world standard, they kind of paint a picture of what beauty is, And what really makes me feel great, or what really encourages me, is when I see people, like I said, who may not, by the world standards, be classed as a beautiful, but they didn't let that stop them from doing their thing, which is fantastic, because I am sure that they probably, just living in this world for, 40 odd years, okay, and just going through my own experiences, I'm sure that somebody or more bodies had an opinion when it came to probably the way they spoke, the way they looked, whatever, somebody had an opinion somewhere, and that could have easily stopped them. It probably maybe nearly stop them. But there was something within them that said, you know what? No, I don't care how I look, or if I'm not somebody else's cup of tea, okay? I am going to go forth and do what I need to do. And they did it. And because of their attitude, because they were able to say no to the negative comments, they were able to push it aside, even if it had hurt them, they are where they are today, successful. Success looks different to everyone. Similar but different, to everyone, what success is. But I believe that the success for that person who came against the opinions from other people that could have locked them, that could have blocked them from going forward, and they got over it, they jumped over that hurdle, that is success. One way in which I believe can help someone who may be struggling with, how they feel about themselves, or how they see themselves, because, of different life experiences, with the contribution of negative opinions from other people and even about themselves, because that is the thing. When somebody gives their negative opinions, it gets embedded into a person, and then they start to believe that. That's the thing, because that is the thing that is stopping them from moving forward. They now believe what that person has said about them, so therefore they don't go forward and walk in what they are called to walk in, and everyone has a plan for their life. I always say this. If you know me, you've heard me say this many times. Everybody has a plan for their life. It says so in the Bible, okay? And I believe it. I really do believe it. So what was I saying? When it comes to struggling with loving ourselves and you can't really see anything great about yourself. And again, because it sounds like I've had a whole heap of stuff going on, but you have to, when you live life, when you go through these things, you're able to encourage others. That's why I'm here today, because I went through some things and I'm able to be here and sit with you all and speak to you and encourage you because I know about it, which is important. I'm not just speaking about it. But anyway, let me just get back to it, because I'm one for just taking myself away from the point that I was supposed to make. But the point I was making, or I am making, is that affirmations are a great tool to use. Affirmations. And I never used to really like affirmations, okay? Yeah, I really didn't, because to me it was uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. It was really uncomfortable. Looking at yourself in the mirror and speaking all these things, these nice things about yourself. I mean, goodness. I didn't have a nice thing to say about myself, but I'm to do this. But yes, you are. Yes, I stand firmly with affirmations and say it's a good thing, because once you start practicing and start vocalizing these great things about yourself, it will embed in you and you will start to believe it too. Trust me, you will. At first, I'm telling you, it will feel uncomfortable. And you know what? You don't have to do the mirror affirmation straight away. You know, you don't have to be thrown into the deep end. Because if you're like me, I didn't even really like looking at myself in the mirror, you know? So please, can I take one step at a time? Because loving yourself, okay, and growing, you know, is a process. It is a process. Physically, spiritually, it is a process. So you don't have to do the mirror affirmations. You know, you can, if you have somebody that you can trust, you know, and that, you know, you can speak to, they can help you with affirmations, because again, you may find it hard to kind of pick some things or find some things about yourself when there are loads. There are loads of things to love about yourself. I'm telling you, it's just like that it's like wool covering your eyes. It's like veil covering your eyes, like a dark veil covering your eyes, and you can't see it. And my hope is that, you know, it will be unveiled and you will see how beautiful and how wonderful you are. So, you know, if you do have a friend that you trust, you know, and that will be uncomfortable too, just sit down with them and just ask them, you know, what are the qualities about myself, or can you just help me to, you know, write down, you know, a few affirmations. Now, they don't have to be long-winded ones, okay? It just can be just simple ones like, my body is created for greatness. Or, I am beautiful inside and out. You know, just simple affirmations. Or you can buy books that have affirmations in it. Of course, I'm going to say to you that I've got a couple books with affirmations in it. And one of them is Power Step Your Progress. And that has some wonderful affirmations in it. And my other book is Power Mouth 30 Powerful Affirmations. So, you know, you can look through those books and read those affirmations daily. They do go into maybe a bit more detail. They're not as simple as maybe the ones that I suggested. But, you know, the simple ones for now, if you struggle with yourself, with how you feel about yourself, are the ones that you should be saying daily. Even down to, you know, I love myself each day more and more, you know. Come up with these affirmations, and you may not, like I said, you may not feel like it, but you will start to feel something change. You will start to feel something happen within you, because words are powerful. You know, words are so powerful, and that's why we have to be careful in how we use our words when it comes to other people, and also how we use our words in relation to ourselves. I really hope that you're getting something from this podcast, and it's, you know, helping you to think differently. If you are struggling with the opinions that you have received from other people, just know that that doesn't have to be your life, because it isn't. It is words from somebody else's mouth that does not need to have so much control over your life. And I'm saying this in love. Okay, I'm saying it passionately. You'll get to know me, how passionate I am. You know, I'm just like my mum when she speaks. Oh my goodness, that woman is so passionate when she speaks. I get the same thing from her. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that, you know, I'm here to encourage you. You know, I love to see people progress. I love to see them get their best out of life. And so please, if it is affirmations that will help you to start saying a good thing about yourself, then start with the affirmations. Go and start writing affirmations. Find somebody you can trust, like I said, and get into the affirmations, or just get some quiet time by yourself and just have the pen ready in your hands and have the paper there, and then see what you come up with, you know. And also, I'll suggest a great book for you, the Bible. Okay, because there's so much love that is wrapped up in the Bible. I'm telling you, and those words, they will free your soul. They will absolutely free your soul. So, on that note, if you are liking what you're hearing from me, Glenna Oyajo, Power Mouth, because that's who you've been listening to, your personal life speaker, then please do check out my socials. I'm on Instagram and also Facebook. Instagram is I am Power Mouth, and Facebook Power Mouth. So just check me out, follow me, like, share. If you know somebody that needs to hear this message, then please do share this message. I'm not just on here just to speak, but I want my words to go further and to help touch people's lives, help them, because I know what it's like to be in a box, so to speak. Okay, so I am looking forward to the next time we get to connect again. Remain blessed, and please don't give up on yourself. Okay, so to the next time, this is your personal life speaker, Glenna Oyajo. Take care, Power Mouths.
And believe it, speak it, power mouth. If you think it and believe it and decree it. Proverbs 18:21 talks about